What's up, y'all? Welcome to episode number 1 of the Home Help with Jed Real Estate Show, where I'm your host and realtor, Jed Barnett with Keller Williams Southlake. I just aim to bring you guys accurate and helpful and happy information regarding all things real estate. So today I want to be covering a very common question that I get asked, and that's, Jed, how much does it cost to buy a house? A big disclaimer here, this is just a ballpark scenario. It's important that you get in touch with your trusted mortgage lender and agent so you can know your true numbers. So with that, let's jump right in. Here we go. So buying a house. So the first big cost you're going to have is your down payment. Now your down payment is highly dependent on your loan type that you qualify for. So you're going to get with your lender. They're going to let you know your options on what loan type you qualify for, because there are loans that start at 3%, 3.5%, 5%, 10%, 20%. So that's why it's important to get with your lender and figure out what loan you're going to use. So for today's example, we're going to be looking at an FHA loan, which requires that you, the buyer, put down 3.5% of that purchase price. So also, let's just say for today's example, we're buying a house that costs $225,000. Okay, so for that down payment, 3.5%, you're looking at $78.75. I did not do that in my head. I wrote those down earlier. All right, so $78.75 for your down payment on this FHA loan. Number 2 is your closing costs. What's most important to remember about closing costs is that they're highly negotiable between you and the seller. Okay, closing costs are typically around 3 to 4% of the purchase price in general. And they're highly variable dependent on where you're buying. Are you buying way out in the country? Are you buying in a nice HOA? So what the taxes are, what your homeowner's insurance policy is. Are you getting seller concessions? So these closing costs are highly negotiable, but in general, we're looking at about 3 to 4%. So for today's example, let's use 3%. We're going with $67.50 for your closing costs. Remember, they're negotiable, so make sure you have an agent that is working on your behalf to protect your interest and to get these as low as possible, helping you negotiate with that seller. Okay, item number 3, you've got an appraisal. Now your appraisal is going to be required by your lender to give a third-party valuation on the home. Basically, they don't want to loan you more money than what the house is worth. An appraisal is going to be about $500, kind of give or take, dependent on the location of the house and the size of the house. Last item is the inspection. You are going to get an inspection during your option period after you're under contract. More on an option period in a future video, but an inspection on, say, a 2,000 square foot house, give or take, is going to be about $350 to $400. Let's call it $350. And that's pretty much it, y'all. So we're going to add these up all together. We've got $15,475. Now remember, this is just a ballpark, walking you through general basic numbers on buying a house. It's all dependent on how much you're putting down and your loan type. So if you need to get in touch with a good lender, I've got awesome pro lenders on my team that would be more than happy to help you and talk with you about what your situation might be. But that's pretty much it, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. This has been episode number 1 of the Home Help with Jed Real Estate Show. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in a future video. Also, if you have any questions, I'm never too busy to hear from you. So just reach out to me. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you later. See ya.